still to bear this irreparable loss. Okay. First of all, let's give kudos to the Rivers State governor for his proactive step when this news broke. He has not rested. He's been on it. It's coming across as more personal for him. Now, this meeting, he had the heads of security agencies in the meeting, and basically made a statement that this man, the Tubaba Okbara man, has to be caught. I'd like to have you react to these issues.
Well, first and foremost, we sympathize with the family of the late SP Bako, who apparently has been doing a good job from all the commentaries that have come on different platforms. Then secondly, I also want to commend the governor for his reactions, even though we would rather prefer them being proactive than being reactive. And it is so very unfortunate that we have this kind of incident when, all axis of our state has been put on security alert because of the recent kidnappings and call clashes that have been ongoing. Just a sad situation and a sad day, and also a sad day not only for the family but also for the police and the state at large. So I hope that these miscreants, these criminals are caught and they are executed according to the law. And I also hope that the family of the late SP Bako are also well compensated and their children also being assisted, to reduce the burden of his absence.
All right, thank you for that. Now, when the governor says the state is not a safe haven for criminals, this is not the first time Ahoda have been in the news. A very sad and deeply sad death also took place during the elections. The party leader for Tonyeko, who was also brutally murdered, his body dumped in the bush, and then was later found after some time. But it did back to 2015 and all of that. Ahoda have never been that place that you will say, oh, this is new. Now, the definite suspension to the traditional ruler of Ahoda, the community where this incident happened, because the governor said that he allowed them to take a portion of the community space to run. So it means that there is knowledge that these people have been in existence.
Absolutely.
So when you say, one of the things you said was that it's sad that they are supposed to be proactive, taking action before all of this. Now, looking for these cultists and looking for the cultists, they've been able to pick 6 of them, but the kingpin is still at large. How much do you think catching these guys is going to actually quell the issue around Ahoda, generally speaking, not just Ahoda East?
Yeah, it was on that exit some youth coppers coming in from their orientation were also being kidnapped.
True.
It's rather unfortunate that this criminality has persisted this length of time. The community cannot claim they don't know this boys involved in this. So also is the traditional ruler. So also is the local government chairman, who is supposed to be the chief security officer. What I've always said is that security is not just for the security people alone. It's for all of us. It's for our own safety. And I think that it's time there are consequences, applied to those who are leaders or heads of these individual communities, because these young boys and girls are well known. Apparently, maybe because some of the criminalities bounties are being shared by some of these people also. And that's why this happens to be persisting as well. But I think it's high time we rechannel this our young boys and girls involved in this criminality. If they are good in handling arms, let them join the police, let them join the military. That's where we need their services. not for them to come and be taking the lives of innocent people and also taking the lives of those who have constitutionally been empowered, to secure lives and properties. This is a very sad situation. And I think that the steps taken so far, suspending the traditional line indefinitely, and also, caution the local government chairman because they know some of these people. They use them in their political campaigns during the election period. And so they just keep them because they believe that they will always have use for them. But they can give them a complete reorientation to change from this narrative and give them skills, train them. Right now, I understand even the state government through the Ministry of Youth Development, the Commissioner and the PAMSEX, I've been going around different LGS, sensitizing our youth to start having a paradigm shift from this attitude of, criminality. And I think this is the time the governor should walk the talk, engage these youths. We have a lot of farmlands that are requiring young and dynamic people. We have a lot of this, skilled labor required for activities in most of these communities. And I think it's time, the people assigned of some of these responsibilities within the communities begin to take responsibility or bear the consequences of, sanctions that are going to come to it.
Okay, now speaking of way forward and what have you, the call for community policing, manning the police from the local, from the communities itself, and of course the angst towards it by those in authority. For instance, President Buhari said he doesn't even want to have that conversation. How critical is it that policing should not just be about the men in uniform that we know right now, but incorporating the community to be part and parcel of policing if there is need for it? How much of this can help to mitigate some of these such situations?
I'm concerned that we've gotten very good policies in the past, but apparently it's been manipulated by our political elites. Community policing, as is done in certain saner climes, is the way to go. But here we have a situation where even those who are volunteer vigilantes are being used by state actors to perpetuate all kinds of abnormalities. And so community policing, yes, it's a wonderful idea, and in fact, it's the way to go, because quite a lot of these policemen that are deployed to these areas are not familiar with the terrain, don't understand the culture and tradition of some of these people. And so, a couple of days back, I heard there were some women that were protesting that the army should be withdrawn from their community, still in this same River State as well, just a couple of days back. And that shows that, there seems not to be some kind of synergy. And this is where the town hall meetings, the sensitizations are quite necessary, because we've got a lot of, issues that we can rechannel the energies of some of these youths, or most of these youths, into. But we're not doing that. And so, of course, idle hand in most cases have the devil workshop, to be. And so, community policing, yes. State policing, yes, but the question is, are we matured enough to apply, the roles and responsibilities that are, that we think should be the scope they will conduct themselves? But in the past, we have not been able to, really demonstrate a maturity that we can handle community or state policing. But that's the best way to go.